Happy New Year's, guys. Welcome to the League Manager Note for Week 11. Excuse me. Alright, guys. We are recording live, and let me tell you, it just hit midnight. For reals. I'm not watching the fucking ball. I don't give a shit about that. I give a shit about you. I give a shit about this. I give a shit about winning. Fuck off. Alright. So this is the first ever champs only edition of the League Manager's Note. Very special, very lucky for you. Let me tell you, this is love. It's been a rough week. I've been sick as fucking fuck. I broke my fucking phone, and then I lost my fucking phone. So usually we have all sorts of tech over here. We have at least 2 phones and an extra iPad to keep shit written down and look shit up. No, I had to research. This is love. This is love for a league that I've loved. This is love for a league that I've loved before I even knew most of you. Anyways, today you get an inside look at the champ's perspective. Alright, let's start with what did the champ do this week? And I'll fucking tell you. He went and he got his 10th straight fucking win. He went into Neiman's house and he had the potential yesterday. There was a window. I was looking at it. I had a shot at the 11-0-0 win, reminiscent of what Neiman did to Matt back in that 2016-2017 season. Just glorious. I don't know that it can ever be replicated. I don't know if it was how good Matt's team, how not good Matt's team was, and how good Neiman's team was. I don't know, but it can never, ever be replicated. And, I don't know, I gave it my best shot, but it doesn't look like it can be replicated. So, Neiman had 2 triple-doubles. He was one rebound away from a third. He had some injuries. Embiid sat 1 game, I think, maybe 2. Lopez was out. THJ has been out for some time now. And then he's just got that empty roster spot killing him. When you're capped out, there's just nothing you can do about it. And we just put up some monster numbers over on my end this week. Harden went down, but I've been really okay with it. Sounds like it's just a hammy. Nothing crazy. Chris Paul stepped up. He looked really good. And the Rockets announcers were surprisingly calming to me. They were talking about how Chris Paul is the closer. And, I was thinking, Harden's done all this work, getting me set up this far. Why doesn't he take it easy for a little bit? Let Chris Paul close this season out. He's just dying to come off my IR and fuck you guys up. So, I also would like to give one last shout out. I almost forgot about this. I had potentially mentioned doing a challenge at Westbrook versus Harden last week. Well, the thing is, I looked at Neiman's team and I just saw that he was a wounded animal. I'm not going to leave a win on the table. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take it. Especially when it's my 10th straight win. Hell yeah, I'm going to play everyone. I'm going to fuck you up. Sorry, man. I did do the math, though. Interestingly enough, Westbrook would have won 6-4-1. Alright. Sorry, guys. Alright, the next matchup was TWD versus the Brown. And it was at Simmons' house, and Simmons took it 6-5-0. Simmons also acquired Depot this week from CJ, and he's only Lonzo and Depot away from being healthy now. Isaiah Thomas was lurking in the background as a potential factor down the line. Him and LeBron playing together, what can they do? I think he upgraded with Depot significantly. No real telling what this thing is with his injury. I don't think it's serious, but it's kind of weird that it came out of nowhere. But I think it's fine. I think he struck while the iron was hot. You look at that front line of Anthony Davis, LeBron, Paul George. that's solid. He's a number 2 team for a reason. I like his pickup of Tyus Jones, and God knows I love Miritich. That man is just blowing buckets out there. Stephen Thornhill in this instance. He just got healthy at the end of the week. Steph Curry threw up a monster line of 10 threes. He's coming. Aaron Gordon, 39 points. He's getting it put together, and he acquired Klay Thompson. He's got the Splash Brothers. Let's see what he can do. God forbid, if Kevin Durant were to go down, what would happen? All right. So next we had Matt at Kyle, and Matt won 8-1-2. Kyle, he's engaged his bride-to-be. Congrats. But he's not engaged to winning fantasy matchups this season. I think after that loss last year in the championship, he took a long, hard look at his life, and he said, what's really important to me? And he decided to nail that down, and I'm proud of you, man. I think that was the wise move. Anyways, Matt is trending up. I don't say that often, and but that's what's going on. Blake's coming back. He picked up Biombo. Dirk is kind of drinking some water from the wishing well or whatever. I've been impressed by Levert from the Nets, and Cantor every once in a while he throws a crazy 20-20 game, and Matt just loves him because he plays for the Knicks. And Willie Cauley-Stein, I borderline kind of like him. So Matt is trending up, and he just steals an easy one from Kyle. One shout out to Kyle. I just want to say, man, I love that you still have Marcus Smart. He is one of my favorite NBA players, and he's the heart and soul of our Celtics team, and what a win for them this week. I'm so glad you keep him. He needs to be owned. Okay. Moving on, we have Doug at CJ. Doug just demolished him. 8-2-1, same thing. CJ and Kyle are tanking. They took the losses just the same way. Oh, no, not quite. 8-1-2, 8-2-1. Very close. Sorry, my fault. So CJ, as mentioned earlier, he traded Depot, arguably his best current playing player, or his healthy player. Anyways, tanking's a word with his team apparently. Doug just put it on. I've been watching his team pretty closely because I've been intrigued now because there's a timeline of what ifs if that trade didn't get vetoed and I had Zinger and Kemba, where would I be? And they have been a little bit injured, but they're both healthy right now, and so now the timeline I wonder harder about. Rondo just out of nowhere decided to give it to CJ. 25 assists. I love that. And I can't wait to give CJ a little bit about that when he gets here. And I also really like the Trey Lyles pickup for Doug. Man, that Denver team is fun. I just bet a lot of money, well, not money, but I bet a lot of, time, I guess, fantasy basketball into those Nuggets guys. And let me tell you, we are trending up. And Trey Lyles just got on the bandwagon. By the way, we should put some money on this next season. Fucking A. I want to win something out of this. No doubt, I still have this and I keep it. But I want some money too. Let's do this. Anyways. Well, so then we had Adam at Brandon, and Adam took it 6-5-0, and that's with a triple-double from DSJ, the first triple-double of this rookie's career. And Brandon and I have just been kind of jarring back and forth about who's the better rookie, Donovan Mitchell or Dennis Smith Jr. I think it's Donovan Mitchell, but I think people are now going to give Dennis Smith Jr. a little bit more credit with that triple-double. It was impressive, but no steals, no blocks, whatever. Congrats. So I was thinking that if Adam was going to win, it was going to be because Lowry had a big revenge week. Not the case. He averaged 16 points, and he never shot over 30% this week, I don't think. Adam also had Teague go out at the end of the week, or he's now down for 2 to 4 weeks. He's had Jordan Bell, and he's just been huge, getting all sorts of stats all over the place. And Aldridge has been huge too, because Kawhi just keeps sitting games. Wall's been great. On the other side, Brandon's just taking some tough luck with injuries. Lillard is his best player. We'll start there, and he's injured. He's out. That hammy. Lillard's been known as an Iron Man, but hammies can be rough. Anyways, Voos, he's out for some time, and James Johnson's day-to-day. That's just enough to sink Brandon when it's a close matchup against one of those top teams. Also, the nail in the coffin was Brandon's arguably fourth best player, Miles Turner, went 0-5 from the field today, and that's not helping anything. Moving on, Cody at Eric. Cody put it on Eric this week, 7-2-2, and he was down still. Fulton Parker and Kawhi, he was out parts of this week. Just looking at Eric, I know he's out Millsap, Russell, and Ibaka, but outside of that and Giannis, I just kind of like Brown and Tatum, and I'm biased. Eric, I think you're going to fall out of the playoffs, bud. Anyways, moving on. What's next week's matchups look like? We got Doug coming back to my house. Oh, by the way, we've done a full cycle. We've gone through, now we are replaying, guys. So that first week I played Doug at Doug. Now we're playing once again, but it's at my crib. It's going down. I won last time. I think history will repeat itself. And Brandon, do you think history repeats itself? Because I do. Watch this. Alright. So next we got Cody at Matt. And Cody's 3-8. Matt's 5-6. With Kawhi still out, Kawhi day to day, Fultz out, and I think Capella's gonna maybe not be as good this week without Harden. I just think it's gonna be enough for Matt to sink Cody, and he's gonna go to 6-6, back up to 500, and Cody's gonna sink down to 3-9, and that playoff spot, it's getting a little bit of reach for Cody. Matt won the first match, and like I said, history repeats itself. I'm picking Matt again. Next matchup, we got Eric at Brandon. Eric is 5-6. Brandon is 6-5. Brandon won the first matchup, and I'm picking him again. History repeats itself. 7-5. Man, what if 2018 might not be any different from 2017? Adam at Simmons, I think, is the matchup of the week next week. Adam is 8-3 and Simmons is 9-2. These are arguably two of the three best teams in the league right now. Brandon, who are you picking? I'm picking Simmons, but I don't feel good about it. It kind of came down to, I looked at Melo, Lowry, are they together as good as Paul George? Maybe. Then you got Aldridge versus Davis. I'm picking Davis, and if Kawhi plays the games, I'm definitely picking Davis. And then Wall versus LeBron, who you picking? You're picking LeBron. Simmons won the first matchup, and I'm picking history again. 2018 ain't going to be no different from 2017. Simmons is going to win this matchup. Alright, and then the next matchup, it's a battle of the Homestead boys. Stephen Thornhill, he's 5-6 coming into this, versus CJ Ross, who's 3-8. Tanky McTankerson. Alright. Last one, Steven1551. This was a win and a tie, and it just really grazed CJ's biscuit. Uh, it's not going to be that way this time. CJ's going to get just roasted with no Gobert, and with Steven finally healthy. Klay Thompson is going to be interesting for Steven. We're going to see what he can do. Steven's going to go back up to 500. He's going to be 6-6, and CJ's going to be 3-9. Those playoff hopes. Embrace the tank. Kyle at Neiman. Kyle won the last one 9-2-0. He needed a matchup. Neiman won the last matchup against Kyle. Sorry, it's been a long day, guys. And Neiman is going to win this matchup. He won last time 9-2-0. Kyle could cycle and potentially try to steal this from him, but it's just not going to happen. Alright, we're just powering through at this point. The commissioner's list is Kyle at 12, CJ at 11, Eric at 10, Cody at 9, Matt at 8, Doug at 7, Neiman at 6, Brandon at 5, Steven at 4, Adam at 3, Simmons at 2, and the champ, your reigning champ, your remaining champ, you're going to be 2018 champ at number 1. That's pretty much all, guys. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Thanks for playing. I've been around even longer than Brandon, whether he'll admit it or not. But this league could not run without Brandon. We missed him this week. This is the first time he's ever missed, and he's probably just an emotional wreck, I imagine. He's probably just crying on Sam's shoulder in New York. So that's the image I wanted to end this league manager's note on. Happy New Year's, guys.